We now return to Let's Play Banished. Okay, so we're waiting on this herbalist to get done, and then we'll begin more construction. Actually, now that I look at it, we can probably get rid of that. Reserve of stone is low. Fine. Stone and iron. I suppose I could do that. Right now we're working on just the stone. So we'll need a little bit more of it right there. Go ahead and gather all that, and I guess while I'm at it, let's also go ahead and build this thing up here. That is not going to go all the way. Right, I already did actually put that thing there to kind of show myself the way. So, what do you think? 10 by 10? I don't want this to be enormous, and I don't have to make it square either. I can make it kind of 8 by 12. How about 8 by 10? 6 by 12. Okay. 6 by 12 it is. And then we'll just kind of use that for other things. I don't know that it needs to be much bigger than that up here, because I'd really kind of like this to be a centralized area. Might even put a little stockpile here. I can always remove stockpiles and then make them for other things, more specific things, thanks to the mod. This is now missing someone. We will put one in. We'll put two in. No, we'll put one in. We don't need that many. We have 5 people hanging around. Let's hold off on that. Now, why do we need so many builders? What am I building here? They're just removing stuff. Okay. Let's go ahead and start plunking down a few more homes, since we do have people hanging out in the boarding house. Too many people hanging out in the boarding house, in fact. Might need to make all 4 of these things ready to go. And then we will plunk down... where is that? Blacksmith. What is this? City blacksmith. A little bit more advanced. Requires building materials. We will not build it right now. This requires... I'm assuming that is... what the hell is that? I guess we'll find out as soon as I put it down. We'll put it right here. And we'll pause it. And it requires iron ore. Okay, so they just changed the graphic on that. That's fine. So I guess then that means I'm going to need that stuff. Okay. So we'll get that into a stockpile. That's working. And food is a major crisis right now. So after this, I guess I don't want to build too many more homes. Is that just a major crisis because this got removed? I mean, it should have all been moved into a storage barn, correct? Shit. Okay, this is not good. We need to be doing something like, hold on, like hunters. I probably should have been doing that a little bit sooner. Holy crap, where is it? There it is. So, let's go find us some animals, which is now incredibly difficult to do because there is so much going on screen. I cannot... Thankfully, it is the fall season. Okay, they're down here. I imagine they will cross over. I guess we could kind of put them here. That is obviously a migration pattern, but I don't want them to be in the industry, is the thing. That's kind of the whole point of putting something like this out here. So I guess I could put it here. I imagine they also come up here, though. They have to, right? Mushrooms. I guess I'm going to have to tell them to gather something else, but that is definitely where those deer are. I would just hate to not be able to get... I mean, I suppose since they produce leather and whatnot, that could technically be considered, but now, I mean, those deer are going to eventually be here, and I think they will change their migration pattern as we build that. So I'm going to put it up here. Actually, you know what? Let's wait just a little bit longer and see if those deer move. Keep an eye on what's moving out around here. Okay, there's more deer over here, so maybe actually this is the place to be. So let me pause that, and maybe we'll just put this right next to the blacksmith. Keep it like here, and then a little bit of a corridor there. Maybe I can put a road that way, actually. That would be good. So... yeah, you'll be crossing the city's Hunter's Lodge. but at least we'll be able to get that. So pause that. Actually, no, we can do that right now. Because food is more important than tools. We're about to have a major conundrum. So yes, the young people are moving in. I'm willing to bet these 30-somethings will die living here. Because we just will not be able to build them homes in time. That is not good. This is taking forever to remove. New kids were born. Several new kids. I think we're fine on the population crisis for now. We're maintaining that. So I'm just gonna have to. I mean, this is way too many homes. I mean, just way too many homes. Especially if I want like that for an area. There's just no way I'm gonna fill that in with city. I would have to make farms everywhere to supply that. All of these homes, these colonial homes, like 5 people, 5 families, a family of 6, family of 5. So, but there are numerous people who can live in there. That's the point. Lots of kids can live in there. But yeah, I mean, it's just, well, already we're filling in with teenagers who need their own homes. So I'm really falling behind, actually, on getting the whole. Have you got all your stuff? On the whole food situation. Now we're getting too many. Is this cool yet? I mean, we definitely need to get tools, but food is just, this is probably not going to work out so well. I don't understand, because in my last playthrough, as soon as that gatherer's hut took off, it was gathering a lot. And is it just because this is all stone and so nothing's growing here? I mean, is there just nothing in these trees, or is it? I mean, I don't understand what the deal is, why it's taking so long to gather any amount of goods. Yeah, we are continually out of food here. We have just, I guess, too many people. That is perpetually a thing. More kids, yeah. Well, okay, I guess we will not expand anymore. I think we're just going to see an issue here where, because we're stymied with the basic goods not being done in a timely fashion, we're just going to have a huge aged population, and then suddenly there's just going to be half the settlement dies off by the time I get all these homes ready for everybody else. We're just in a major crisis right now. We've got 9 people just fluffing around that they can't take goods here. They don't need tools to build. I mean, they've been building homes here. Like, why could they just bring it right here, but they can't work on this? I don't get it. Is it because they're all starving? Probably. They're starving, so they refuse to work. I imagine that's a thing. Stop. For fuck's sake. Getting something to eat. Yes, they're all desperately looking for food. Fuck. Well, I think it's safe to say this settlement is dead. I just can't maintain it. I can't keep this going. There are 3 people working what should be 4. And this fucking thing, I mean, there are deer right there taunting me. If I could get this damn thing built, we could start helping with the food population, or population problem for my population. And I guess I am taking up their time doing this, but if they don't have food, they won't work. Whatever. There is, I guess, this thing. No, this thing. Increased priority. Is that really a thing? It'd be nice if it sort of showed me. Alright. Close that fucking window. Okay, we don't need you. I'm gonna have to just open this trade post just so I can have something to try and get food with. So that actually was bringing everything into place. Wow. We'll get that going, and then maybe that'll help build stuff, but of course now all the deer have migrated out of range. Where are they now? We can maybe catch them up north, and then we can have 2 hunters' lodges. I, of course, was not paying attention. Is that? Nope, that is just... You know, the textures are a lot... there they are. They are actually over here. Okay, well then, we'll build another one. And we'll catch them coming and going. I don't really want to put that there, but they can't get much over here, so we may as well put it over here. That's still... I mean, it's within radius, but whatever. This is not really a problem. I mean, really, this is the best location, is putting it right here. Or, alternatively... What is this, actually? Hunting cabin? Oh, I've already got one. Dummy. Okay, well, that's what I had thought I had done, but apparently not. Okay, so all resources are there. Why don't we go ahead and just do this one then, too? And we'll utilize this prioritizing thing to get this supplied and or cleared out. I also want to, just because this is bothering me, clear out those stupid trees so I can draw a road down there. This thing gotten done yet? No. We'll need to clear this out of iron here too, even though this whole thing should have been cleared out by now. Okay, it looks like maybe they got that. They did. Did you just cancel on me? What the hell? Adults. Births. Okay, population is keeping a pace, but food is not. And that's gonna cause problems here. I'm thinking we're gonna die off here before this whole thing gets done. Pause that, please. I keep closing that stupid menu. I don't need that one. Foresters don't do me any good. I really should also get myself another fisher. That's gonna have to be down here. I would kind of like to build a wharf area down here. Some kind of dock outside of town. But again, that is a forward planning thing that I can't really do. Slowly but surely. We are out of food. Well, I don't understand why we're having... It had to have been... Oh, the child. Esterford died of starvation. It has to be this that's preventing trees from growing that are then... Fisherman died. Get that stuff moving. One in there, and now let's get this thing completed. That's okay though, we've got enough kids hanging around that we've got to... If we have a population die off, then we can at least utilize that as a relief on our food. We've got excess people. As soon as Alice went over to try and be a fisherman, he died. Good. Or whatever. That's real helpful. Anyway, we've got enough people that we can fill this. Oh, sorry. And then, reserve of tools is low. No shit. More logs. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we actually do not have enough people How about do that, and then we'll play for a while to try and stymie the loss of food. Hopefully, between the two of them, they'll be able to do it, but I don't think so. We have absolutely no food in there. I guess if I'm going to do that, I'm going to need a barn up here. Maybe that's what I should be doing. I should have a supply barn up here so that these ones can gather inside there. We're dying off. So there was no extra to replace a gatherer. That is not good. We'll have to reduce that one and then go to gatherer. We need all that we can get. We'll just have to hope that some of those kids can come of age and replace. We do perhaps need more. I know that's exacerbating the problem, but we need them to be kicking out and making their own kids, because that is going to be the problem here. We didn't have that many people. I would have assumed that hard on all scenarios gave you the same number of families, so why did we run out of the ability to get food so quickly? Okay, 2 of our kids became laborers, and now we're having a shortage of kids again. We're not able to maintain very large reserves of food, and that is going to be our downfall. We're going to need... See, I don't even know what I've got. Tidal pool? Can we actually do that here? So it would have to be something like this down here. Well, I guess we could. I kind of want to leave this area. I don't really want to make it... I guess it can still be part of the outside of town. We can't really be picky at this point. So we're going to have to build that. Ah, shit. It's got lumber. Lumber is a requirement, so we got to build lumber pretty much before I can get anything, which means we'll have to stay with the basic buildings from the game. Well, in that case, no, that would actually not, because it would be another fissure like right here, kind of right next to that wharf. This is not really what I wanted to do, line the... Now, does that... I don't know, is that gonna... Well, this has no radius, so never mind. Just didn't want to overfish the area. Now, we're not going to make the roads line up nice here, so we get that one. And not that we have anyone to actually put in there. Oh, we do, actually. All of them have become adults. We are lacking children, which will be the next problem. As soon as we get this food thing sorted, we don't have... I don't believe we have seeds. I don't know that for sure. One way to find out is to actually build a field and then do it from there. I guess we can just build the field. I mean, I don't have to actually put anything in it. I can at least just see if it's going to have something. Come over here and build this field. And then I can remove the field. Okay. Nope, I have nothing. Remove structure. Okay. Excellent. And that is it. Okay. Well, in that case, next thing to do is build another house, because we have no kids here. And here we go again with the problem. I know, but... Because now we're going to have excess population, and then we're not going to have enough people, and then, my god, we're not able to do this. We're just not going to be able to work it. I don't know where I want this road to go. because I don't know that I want to line the whole damn thing with it. Good, we got another one. Okay. That house is built. Already full of geriatrics. Let's continue on. By the time these are all built anyway, a lot of these older people will probably start dying off. Our food is going back up, so that's good. We'll just continue on with this little fiasco here as we build households that then require inventories of food. The venison is finally kicking in. That's actually really good. This herb thing, I guess we can build that up to 2. Logs, we probably better build that up to 3, I'd say 400. We don't need that much firewood. We've got plenty of firewood. Okay. Stone. Stone and hull components, interesting. Wild seeds, I'm not sure that's useful. Well, there might be some more planning in the future where we decide where the city is going to cut off, and then I start putting some fields, and I guess we're going to have to start trading, because that's going to be vital to maintaining an actual thriving city. Settlement, anyway. We're just going to need more stuff. I can only do so many hunters' lodges and gatherers. I suppose I could do another gatherer. That would probably help a great deal. But until then, I don't really know what else to do. I am very nervous until we start having some more kids, and I guess it's not really going to fix itself until we got everyone in place. This is just too many. Too many old people are gonna die off too damn soon. And we're not making shit. Nope. I did not mean to do that. Okay. So that's exactly what I thought was going to happen there. Yeah, we got to build more homes, because by the time these people die off, they're just not, I mean, they've already got 2 kids now. Good. So it seems to me like this is going to be a race, far more than it was previously, to balance the population and the food. And until we get a good balance, I would like to get this to like 1,500, 2,000 surplus food, and not really keep ramping this up, but I don't know. We just are going to have too much of a problem, I feel. But we got to stop at some point and go back to finishing the basics. I need lumber. I cannot build any other buildings until I get lumber. And I suppose in that situation then we just play vanilla Banished until things are stable, and then try building the fancy stuff. I can build some more of these country homes. That's fine. I'll just build them out that way, and I mean I was gonna do a little bit of a ring with them anyhow outside this, so I suppose we can build a few more country homes into this little quarter. That way we can start actually connecting up part of the town, and I can get a better visual of where I'm going to start putting those fields. But I don't think I'm going to extend. I mean, this is the town hall right here, so if anything I might put one more layer outside in the wall. There are walls somewhere, palisades and cannon things. Maybe I'll just leave that. Actually, I'll put the palisade here. That'll give me probably a good 2 fields worth of space out here, and then we can just start doing farms. And maybe I'll try and do kind of like what I want to do with the actual homes. I'll do sort of a a fancy little. I'm gonna pause so I don't age my people. With the fields, I'll try and make them kind of a fancy pattern, so they're not just square, and that might not be too efficient. I'm gonna have to look up the actual total square percentage that makes the best fields, and we'll just kind of make a little patchwork out here. So we got some food now. People are no longer starving. We lost a number of them, and the sad thing is I kind of saw it coming too. Just was not able to react fast enough. Well, anyway, I'll end this one here. Well, we got tons of stone here. and I'll see you next time.